Piper with a weekend video, and it's Saturday the 7th of October. And following Bitcoin, I'm using the daily chart here because I think there's a longer term perspective we need to be aware of. The all-time high came in around 68,000 on this chart back in November 2021, so that's almost 2 years ago now. Had this huge ABC decline, quite fast actually, down to 15,000. That was a 75% plus move. Now, in that context, what we're seeing here looks very corrective. Now, it may be this is actually an A, B, C. I mean, taken as a whole, it doesn't look very corrective, so it doesn't look very impulsive. I mean, again, the move to there is perhaps impulsive, but we've got 1, 2, 1. I mean, it just seems to be corrective overall. So I think what we're seeing here may be just an A, a B, and a C, maybe a C wave rally, which could actually see some decent move. Before we go down again in a second move down, that would be, I think, quite a devastating move. It all depends what comes next, I think. I mean, we could do with some encouragement here, I think. We could do with something a bit more positive, but that chart, the longer term chart, is not looking terribly happy at the moment, I would suggest. So we go down to the shorter term chart, we go back to the low, which I can't quite get on this chart, grief. Okay, so we have what I'm calling major 2 here, and this is also looking a bit unsettled, to say the least, in the sense that we got quite a nice 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, 2, pretty impulsive, which could have been a 3, i.e. a 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. That's clearly become unhinged. I mean, I think the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 count is still valid. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But then this is just an ABC at the moment, so that's not confirmed at this point in time. Also, the head and shoulders is also valid. So we've got the neckline is quite clear. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder is forming at the moment. So there are various counts on Bitcoin still, and right now neither one is dominant, as it were. I mean, if this was impulsive, then okay, that one thing. You're getting a decent 5 coming in here, that would be something else. But we haven't got that. We've got an ABC. Let's go down another leg actually to give us a bit more detail. I mean, it's impossible to count a 5 here without sort of 1, 2, I suppose. 3, it just doesn't really compute. I mean, we may be about to go higher, so it may be that this is impulsive, but at the moment we're not seeing much confirmation of that. So I'd rather see something a bit more definite, because the what's gone before is looking pretty negative with that head and shoulders, the neckline, the ABC bounce here, which could be the right shoulder. So although there are positives in the system, and this could be impulsive, and I've just said about 5 times, it isn't that clear at the moment. So I think I'd rather wait for a bit more at the moment. There is a spike here. I mean, short term, it's something to play with. Maybe worth taking a position. In fact, I have taken a small position on that basis, but it's a bit iffy, I would say. Let's go on to Ethereum. Ethereum there's no head and shoulders to speak of, and there's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 perhaps, but quite a big 2 wave against the 1. And again, we've got an ABC here. So, I mean, again, this is a key feature. If this is a 5, then we'll be looking at something a lot more positive. But we need some confirmation that there is something impulsive happening, and we're just not seeing that right now. We're just seeing clear ABC. I mean, that again, with no clear 5 here really. I think it could be a 1, 2, quite a short 3 overlapping, 4, 5, ABC. That actually only 5 because it's being negated by the rally. And that's a bit 5-like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is very sharp. But there is a spike there. I mean, there is potential here. We don't see anything to confirm it really. I mean, again, if it starts shooting up a bit, then that would start to look a bit better. And obviously, a move above there would be a step in the right direction. But as I say, right now all we can see, it's not looking so good on the cryptos. Final word on cryptos. I'm sort of rooting for them. I mean, I like cryptos. I'm holding some cryptos. So I really love them to go up, but I've got to be open-minded looking at these charts. If you start putting in a bias, then the whole thing sort of falls to pieces really. I'm not doing anybody any favours by trying to do that, I don't think. All right, gold. Well, gold is still in the doldrums, but we have got this big A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's possible the C wave is actually over at this point, but yet again, we don't have much to go on as regards the subsequent rally we're seeing. I mean, it's not. Okay, there's a bit of a spike. It's a spike of $25. That thing there. So yeah, it could become something quite magnificent, perhaps. But there's just not enough to go on at the moment. Yeah, there's always a 5. So there's a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we have some indication that this could be that fifth wave. It's not that clear a count. I mean, that is a fourth wave peak. Looks like it's got a 1 at the moment, or maybe a 1 down to here. This could be a 2. But there are other counts, I guess. So I mean, obviously there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It could be down to there. So I think, so it's possible the low's actually in here, but we just need a bit more confirmation. Currently got a $21 rally from the low, which is not too significant. Right, so there's also bouncing. Problem is, we only got a 1, 2, 3 here. There's more like a 4 and a 5 due, but so there is that slight issue on silver. It may also get blown away. Maybe there's it could be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 down to there, I guess. Let's just see what the wave pattern is for that bounce, if there is one. So that was a 3 to there. I mean, it sort of just doesn't look complete, really. This looks like a correction, really. So I think it's probably more of a fourth wave than anything else. But that may change and make it something more dramatic. It looks like an A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe with a fourth wave perhaps peaking up here somewhere, and a fifth wave still due on silver. But I say this may develop something a bit more dynamic. FTSE's been seeing this triangular thing for a while. I've been labelling it this as a 5 ABC and a 5 ABC, but this is really an ABC here as well. So I think I'm going to relabel this as a triangle, which I'm going to do now. Right, now a triangle is a corrective formation because it can be a wave A. So it's potentially possible this is actually an A down to here. ABC could be a B, or it could be part of a B. So this could be an A, B, C perhaps for a retest. And then a fifth wave a C wave coming in at the point. I thought this could be a 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perhaps. But I think it counts better at an ABC at the moment. I'd rather watch what happens here again. It's after a big correction, this started back in February, so it's been around for 6 months or so, more than that in fact. Certainly a solid correction. If this was more a clearer 5, then this would be a good buy signal, as it were. But in fact, it's an ABC, and it's hard to find a 5 there. Is an issue really with that count. So I'd rather wait for more action on FTSE at the moment. Right, the DAX, my stance is we saw a major peak here at the moment, 16,520 odd. Not a very clear 5 here, but there's a 1, 2 there. It's very, very, very small, a possible 3, 4, 5, but that's not a great count. ABC, then a 1, ABC2. So this is now part of the third wave. So for the third wave on this count, we've got 1, 2, 3. This is a bit early to be the 4, I think. I think it's probably still part of 3. If it is a bounce, a more substantial rally, then this is probably an ABC. I'll need to change the count. I mean, it's not the clearest count in the world, but the third wave, well, it needs to be a 1, a 2, a decent 3. I mean, the problem is the bounce, you could easily get it back to the 1 and knock out that count. Sorry, the 1 here, I mean. So, you know, if this is of substance, then it may be all a correction, but we should know fairly soon, I think, on that. But at the moment, I'm sticking with the more bearish count on the DAX. Dow, I'm going with the regular peak, 1, ABC2, third wave coming in, possible 3-wave low there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fairly good division of 5 waves anyway, that's something. So the 4, I mean, this is a decent spike, so is that a concern? It may well want to, maybe there's more legs there. So I'll leave that there for the time being. Like I said, it's pretty complicated count at the moment. It's actually not, it's hard at the moment, as you probably gather, to fit in the action to the wave count. So I'm doing my best, obviously. But yeah, there are some quite difficult areas, and of course the more difficult it gets, the less accurate might be the results. But at the moment, I would say the Dow's still in a downtrend. Certainly this has not been enough to question that at the moment. And the Nasdaq continues the trend. I mean, that's an ABC, ABC. That's an ABC, so the AB count would make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this almost made a new low and just failed it. So it could be a failed 5th wave, in fact. This could be new impulsive action on the DAX. It looks pretty good, but it's counting ABC. So yeah, the count is ABC, ABC, ABC at the moment. So this could actually be the wave 4, the wave 4 high, but given how sharp this is, it does look pretty impulsive. So it may be that this actually is wave 5. Let me just put it onto the chart. We did have this rising wedge here and this throw over here, which is generally quite a negative pattern, but I say we're looking at, it does look like an ABC has been the result. So at the moment, I think I'd give the upside the slight benefit of the doubt, but if this turns tail and we see support broken, then I think this will be the dominant feature, suggesting we are going to go lower on the Nasdaq. Okay, that's all for today. If that's useful, back to the report on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.